would you like to know how to go from this to this?
I am the god of lightning!
In just a few simple, easy steps, well, I've got you covered. Hello, my fellow tarnished! There is an incredibly hidden, secret, legend-level remembrance boss that rewards you with, well, as you saw, red lightning god powers. Oh, and yellow death lightning powers. Literally death lightning, it literally leaves behind death blight fog after obliterating everything with the strikes themselves. These are two magnificent incantations that are worth getting at all costs. Not to mention the actual process of getting them and the boss you need to beat to get them is an absolute treat, and something that is so easily missed in a normal playthrough. It's an entire location, massive and ripe for exploring. So it all begins with Fia. No, the Fia, the deathbed companion, not the emotion. In any case, I'm so sorry, that was terrible. In any case, this is a very curious questline. It all begins by you having to defeat 2 shard bearers. That or reaching Altus Plateau. It's really not clear which one, but if the first doesn't work, then do the second. That's easy enough. Then you want to go to Fia, exhaust her dialogue, give her a load of hugs, 3 seems to be the magic number, and then she will give you a dagger to go give to D, Hunter of the Dead, also in the round table. Then you simply reload the area and, well, D will be dead. Fia is obviously responsible, give her another jet, and you can also get the twinned armor set here. Fia will then disappear from the round table hold, and she will go to Deeproot Basin. Deeproot Basin is what matters here. Apparently my Dark Souls 1 is showing, and I keep getting Deeproot Depths confused with Darkroot Basin, so just know that whenever I say Deeproot Basin, I'm talking about Deeproot Depths. And the thing is, she will go to Deeproot Basin via one of 2 methods. Either 1, the steps that I have just told you so far, or 2, you beating the final boss of the mountaintops of giants and doing the thing that happens after that and getting to Farum. Which means that yes, you can't really break this questline. You can only break the first few steps, but those first few steps just exist so you can do this sooner rather than later. They don't lock you out of any rewards, and indeed, this is doable on a character that has already beaten the final boss and got an ending. You can still just go to Deeproot and finish this Fia quest, get the optional boss, get the cool spells, have the cool experience. So this really is a case of don't worry you can't break it, but hey, this is a thing that exists and you really should go do it because it's so easy to miss. So how do we get to Deeproot Basin then? This is the meat of it. Well, there is a secret later on in the game entrance in the sewers of Langdale, but the designed way to get there, the early way to get there, is after beating Radahn, unlocking the hidden city of Nokron, then you get to the Ancestor Woods, run over, and you get to the aqueducts. You progress through there just a little bit, quite a straightforward, easy run, and you will eventually get to a boss fight room. This is the Valiant Gargoyles, and they are a bit of a pain. But once you have defeated them, we are on our way. All you have to do is simply get in a coffin and I guess get abducted? And now, welcome to the basin. This is just a simple case of progress through the level. You can do it obviously point to point, grace to grace, as fast as you can, eventually reaching one right outside our destination. But I will leave you with the full route just in case you want to follow it. Or should I say full deep route? Once you get in this room then, you have yourselves a boss fight, Fia's Champions. A fairly routine AI tarnished PvP-esque gank fight that you should be able to handle fairly well. In any case, once you have beaten on through, well, Fia will be waiting sat there in front of this thing is the only way to describe it. You need to come here yourself, you need to look at it. This whole thing is bananas. In any case, give her a chat, tell her that you don't mean her any harm, you just want another hug. Have that other hug, talk to her in secret, exhaust her dialogue, find out her weird plan. Not that I want to spoil anything I don't have to, but yeah, this is worth a read. And then she will ask you to go get the curse mark of death. This is where we have to take a massive detour because you get the Curse Mark of Death about halfway through the Ranni questline, when she gives you the turner upside downer that you put in the Divine Tower of Liurnia, which, you guessed it, turns the tower upside down. You then climb the upside down tower, or descend it, and once you reach the top, you can collect the death mark from the body there. I will leave down below a link to my full Ranni questline guide in case you haven't got it yet, as it is quite the convoluted, lengthy questline. In any case, once you have got it, go back to Fia, give her it, and she will be very, very happy with you. In fact, she'll give you a super hug. Then you want to refresh her to grace, talk to her again, refresh her to grace, and then she will be asleep. And then we can enter the deathbed dream. And this is where our super secret remembrance boss lies, and it is here that I will of course give you a spoiler warning. I will put on screen the time to skip to if you don't want to actually see any of the boss, what it does, its name, anything like that, and well, jump to that point and we'll continue on with what you do after you've killed it, its rewards and all of that good stuff. But for everyone that does want to know, well, 3, 2, 1... Welcome to Lichdragon Fortissax! What a ridiculously cool name for a ridiculously cool boss. It's one hell of an impressive 4-winged dragon with one hell of a command of red lightning. Also a bit of Deathblight just to throw that in, and generally speaking, it is just ridiculous. It's a 90,000 rune boss and is appropriately challenging. Sadly, again, I got here a little bit over-leveled, but it is still worth the experience. He is just incredible, and I honestly think he might be one of my favourite bosses in the game. So, once you have defeated him, you will grab his remembrance, and his remembrance is what we're after here. It will reward you with the option of one of 2 spells, incantations, for you to add into any respectable faith build. Fortissax's Lightning Spear and Death Lightning. Both requiring 46 and 47 faith respectively, they are heavy investment incantations. Fork Lightning is a slow wind-up as you hover into the air, generate both spears, and then slam them down one after the other, an initial 2 huge bursts of AoE. Bear in mind, the weapon I'm casting these with is +0, and it's already doing this much damage, so good lord, imagining it actually upgraded is tasty. But 2 explosions, and then each explosion will send out a cross of lightning in a wave that can damage further for much less damage. Very, very impressive, and a fantastic crowd clearer, and just... and will get away from me. The other then, Death Lightning, you can fire it off quickly, or you can hold it down, charge it to maximum, for a various length of thunderstorm around you of, well, you guessed it, Death Lightning, hitting like a truck to begin with, and then leaving behind that Deathblight fog, which will affect players, and build it up very, very quickly. Another incredibly good get away from me spell. Both of them suffer from long wind-ups, which will get you interrupted, but if you can get them off, they are most certainly worth doing so. After this then, after you've had fun with your new toys, you want to head back to the Valiant Gargoyle boss fight room. Just outside there is a mysterious character. He is Dee's brother. You can give him the twinned armor set, go back to Fia, he will have done a little bit of murder stab death upon her, and then you can get Fia's armor set. If you refresh again, you can then also get the twinned armor set. So basically, this guy ran up to this already half-dead, dreaming woman, stabbed her, gloated about it to an empty room, stripped naked, and then ran off into the sunset. Elden Ring, man. Oh, and the completed rune you get after defeating the, well, boss that I won't mention again here, but that you pick up from Fia's body, is the requirement to unlock an alternate ending to the game. So if that's of interest to you, well, here you go. Any case, that's how we get maximum rewards from this, but obviously you don't have to get Fia killed here if you don't care to get her armor set, or indeed the twinned one back in the first place. I mean, just don't give it to him to begin with if you just want to keep it. It does get you an extra weapon, but it's not a very good weapon, so you really need to take that into your calculations. So there you have it, guys. That is as concise as I can get guide on Fia's questline, the ridiculously cool hidden remembrance boss, and what it rewards you with. I hoped you found it most helpful. Like if you did, subscribe, hit the bell for more Elden Ring tips, tricks, guides, funny bits, builds, all of that good stuff. And please consider supporting this channel on Patreon down below. It is what keeps us going. Until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.